afternoon, everyone. Hello, welcome to Racecourse. To our second scheduled press day of the week, but it's turned out a little bit differently, hasn't it? The setup's a little bit different. I'd like to introduce everyone to Bryan Hughes, our new first team manager, and we'll open up with Ollie from the Football Club media team.
Hi, Bryan. Bryan, congratulations. What are your initial thoughts on being named the manager of Wrexham Football Club?
I'm excited. You know, it's a club that is a special place for me personally. You know, starting my career here all them years ago and really building my own foundations and my own career going forward. It's given me my start. But yeah, going forward now as manager, it's exciting times. You know, the team is sitting healthy in the league. It's quite a privileged opportunity for me really, because when there's changes of managers, it's usually when teams aren't doing too well. But I'm very fortunate to come in a healthy position, and now it's all about, from my point of view, is building momentum. You know, getting consistency in the group, and just keep building on that.
When did the potential opportunity for this role come about for you? When did the ball start rolling with this? It's
all been a bit of a whirlwind. It all started off just over the weekend. I think Graham had made his thoughts known to the board that he wanted to step down, and then they put things in motion to try and find a replacement. I was fortunate enough to have an interview, and the rest is history really, and that's why I'm sat here today.
What do you perhaps outline as the vision for Bryan Hughes' Wrexham side during your time here?
Well, as a player I was very attack minded, scored plenty of goals, something that we've been lacking I think this season as a squad. So I want to try and get the team playing some attractive football, get into areas of the pitch where they can be effective, where they can excite the fans, and play with a work ethic as well. You know, a passion. You know, that's one of the biggest things that I learned from my playing days here. You know, the fans here are very passionate. They care about the club, and I want to show them that the players do as well. You know, and I want them to show an identity that they can relate to with the fans.
In terms of your job here, you mentioned the fact that being in the club, you got experience as probably one of the best managers in the club's history. Have you spoken to Bryan Flynn during time doing coaching, and is there anything you can take from that to carry forward with the club? Yeah,
Bryan Flynn's still a big influence. You know, I still speak to him. You know, he's the guy who gave me my chance all them years ago. So yeah, it's he's obviously very experienced, isn't he, Bryan? So yeah, I'm sure I'll make a call to him, call upon his knowledge. He knows the club inside out, being a very successful manager himself here. So yeah, he'd definitely make a call to give me some advice, and obviously try and pick his brains about things going forward.
And what have been your first impressions of the players? Obviously, it's a very quick turnaround to your first game in charge.
Yeah, training went really well this morning. It was not short and sharp. You know, thinking about Saturday now, just making sure the load's right. Like I mentioned, I want that high intensity off the team going into Saturday. I want to make the racecourse a fortress. I want us to come out the blocks firing at every opportunity. So a lot of my training schedules will be high intensity, so the players know exactly that's the style of play I want to play come Saturday.
Obviously, you've inherited quite a big squad. What are your thoughts on that in terms of whittling that down to 11 or 16 for Saturday?
Well, that's what I'm paid to do now. You know, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. They're all professional players in there. The biggest challenge now is to keep them all happy. You know, we have got a good sized squad. We've got plenty of strikers to choose from. It's about finding that right formula that's going to keep progressing this club forward, and that's the challenge, like I say, and it's an exciting challenge. That's why I'm here. I want to test myself. I want to test the guys downstairs. You know, the players, and make sure we get the right formula to take the club forward.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bryan, obviously having played here, you know expectations are certainly high, and obviously 11 seasons at this level. Obviously a lot was expected, in a good position this year, granted, but you're not fazed by them high expectation levels here?
No, not at all. You know, I wouldn't be here if it was. I think expectation levels obviously get bigger the more successful you are, and the way we are sat in the league at this present time, you know, 4 points off top, it's expectation levels to try and get promotion and out of this league now. So that's only natural. Everyone's going to think that. My job now is to keep the players grounded, try and, like I said, keep building momentum. It's going to be key. You know, 15 games to go. It's about getting enough points on the board to either win the league or finish in the playoffs, and that's going to be the focus going forward now.
Wrexham have shown in recent years, like with Sam and Dean, that they've gone for young managers who are starting off in their management careers. Obviously, Graham was a little bit older, but obviously it's your big chance then, really, isn't it?
Oh yeah, like I said, it's a wonderful opportunity for me, you know, coming into a top club, a club that's very close to me personally. But the fact that we're in such a healthy position, you know, you don't really get these opportunities, and I'm very lucky to sort of have the opportunity. Now though, it's all about, like I say, it's all about delivering now. It's all about keep the momentum, keep the environment that the players have got. They've got a good unity down there, you know, there's a good bond, you can see that straight away. And keep supporting them in that to try and keep the momentum going forward, taking it first and foremost into Saturday against Dagenham, and then going forward from there. With regards to, you said it was a whirlwind, were you approached about the position then, were you, or the potential position here? Obviously you had to interview, did the club approach you? Yes, I got a call to say they'd like me to come in for an interview process, probably along with other people at the time, and obviously I'm sat here now. I obviously done well in that interview process, and now I find myself manager of the football club. Can I ask about the team on Saturday? How you will? Do you know many of the players anyway? Yeah. You do. You are well aware of who's. You know, I mean, obviously you're a football man, but you do know some of the players here and how they've lined up. But how will you select your team on Saturday? Then you've had a couple of training sessions, I know. Yeah, I think it's important to sort of really reflect on how well we are doing. Not come in as man make too many changes. I think there's a long-term vision with regards to myself of the way I want to play. But the critical part of this season is the next 15 games. So I want to make sure all the work that's gone on beforehand, you know, from Sam and from Graham, there'll be parts of that the players know and understand and have got an identity. The last thing I want to do is give them a whole new philosophy or game model with 15 games to go. I'm not stupid enough to do that. So from my point of view, it's about finding the right formation to get the best out of them. You know, defensively, like I said, we've got a fantastic record. You know, one of the highest teams in the league at not conceding goals. Where we know where we're struggling is in the goals department. So first and foremost is to try and get that front 4, 5, whichever way you want to look at it, into the right areas of the pitch where they can actually deliver and play with freedom. I want my players to play with the freedom. I want them to express themselves. I don't want them to feel any pressure, especially when they go into that final third. Like I said, I'm sure the fans will enjoy that. With regards to the fans, the last one for me, it's nice from your own point of view, first game back at the racecourse as well. Yeah, it is. It's fantastic to come back. You know, it's changed slightly since I was last here. You know, that new stand there. Yeah, very excited to walk out as manager of the football club in front of the fans. You know, and the fans are going to have a massive part to play. We're all in this together. You know, it's all about building a unity. Myself, the coaching team, the players, the fans have got just as big a part, you know, especially here at home. I know exactly how forceful the fans can be here when they're backing the team. You know, all them glory times then when I was playing here, the fans right behind them, all them cup exploits that we did here. We need to reproduce that, and like I said, the fans could be our 12th man in delivering that. Thank you and good luck. Thank you.
You say you don't want the players to feel any pressure, obviously, but do you yourself, obviously it's a 3.5-year contract, that there's a lot of faith that there's been shown in you. Do you understand it? Obviously, a lot of pressure being put on you going ahead. Yeah, well, there's pressure in any role, you know, any job. You know, I'm manager of the football club now. I'll deal with the pressure. I'm going to try and take that off the players because I want them to be fully focused on these next 15 games. And that's what it's all about. It's all about bringing them together as a group, making sure they know their roles and responsibilities every time we take to the field. And it's about delivering, like I've talked about. It's about making an impact
You know, we're doing it defensively. Can we do it more in the attacking third? That's the biggest challenge for me. We've got plenty of players to choose from in them areas, and now it's about finding the right formula to do that and make an impact.
News broke this morning, obviously, that Mike Newell had left the club from his position as assistant. Any thoughts on yourself and your when you'd like to appoint an assistant?
Yeah, I'd like to obviously do it as soon as possible. You know, like I said, it has been a bit of a whirlwind, 48, 72 hours, whatever way it is. But these things happen. These things happen in football, and it is now. It's my job now to try and bring someone in who I think will really benefit the club, who can help me, you know, and really take the club forward with me. You know, that 3.5-year contract that I've got, it's good security about building an identity here at the club going forward. That's all that is. And I don't really look at contracts and the length of them and make it sort of an issue. For me, it's just all about the here and now and getting out of this league. You know, it's about us trying to get out the league. If we can win the league, brilliant. If we have to do it through the playoffs, just as good.
In terms of an assistant, is anyone particular in mind that you've got at all, or?
Yeah, I've got people in mind. I won't share with that at this present time. You know, I don't think it's fair. But yeah, it's something I've got to act quickly now. Try and get someone in. And like I say, it's someone who I'll trust and someone who I can work with closely to take the club forward.
Bryan, you mentioned getting Wrexham back into the Football League. We've spoken with many managers here over the last few seasons. You know the DNA of the club. How important is it to get Wrexham back into the Football League?
Oh, it's massive. It's massive, you know. I've been out of the Football League way too long for my liking. It's not an easy job. Like as other managers have found, it's not as easy as what people think. It is a competitive league, especially this season in the National League. But we'll be doing our utmost as a coaching team, as a playing team, and I'm sure the fans will back us all the way. And that's going to be the key. You know, I talked before about the unity. Does it faze me? No. It's one of them things that I'm really excited about delivering, really. And I want us to sort of take each game as it comes. There'll be targets put in place for the players and the coaching team that we'll hit. We'll have sort of a structure in place, and we'll review it over the next 8 to 10 games. And in my head, I've got some sort of target that I want to reach before going into the final six games or so.
And with 15 games remaining, have you got to try and keep things the same for the players and not overcomplicate what they have been doing? Yeah,
like I said, I don't want to come in and make too much change. You know, I think that'll be wrong because of the situation we're in, where we're at. You know, coming in midweek as well. You know, there's been a lot of work going on at the early part of this week. So it's about just finding the right formula to try and get the best out of the players, I think, and the right personnel, especially in those attacking areas. Like I said, I've identified that goals is a big issue for us, you know. But behind that, defensively, we're quite secure. So it's about bringing them two elements together and getting the right formula.
And I think you've done your coaching badges with the FAW, so you know Carl Darlington well?
Yes, I do. I know Carl. Obviously, coach educated there at the FA Wales. Really good guy, very detailed, very thorough. He's going to be a big part of the team. You know, I trust him. I trust his decision making. And yeah, I'm looking forward to working in more detail with him.
Okay. Any other questions whilst we're here? Good. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.